Hello. Friends, family, and guests, I would encourage you to please make your way into the auditorium and find a seat. We're going to get started shortly. students. We are going to get started here in just a moment, so if you haven't found your seat yet, now is the time to do so. may be seated. Welcome, everyone. It's such an incredible honor to welcome you, graduates, parents, family, friends, to the School of Social Work celebration of the class of 2025. My name is Ashley Trautman. I serve as an associate professor and co-chair of the School of Social Work. Graduating today are students who completed their social work degree online, in person, or a mixture of both, as we have our very first graduating cohort from our advanced standing program. While many of our graduates are here today, we want to recognize those who are not able to attend and instead are in their hometowns across the state and country. We hope that you are celebrating this incredible achievement wherever you are. To begin our time today, I wanted to take a moment to recognize the land that we are on. The University of Montana acknowledges that we are in the Aboriginal territories of the Salish and Kalispel people. Today, we honor the path they have always shown us in caring for this place for the generations to come. Now, as social workers, we're taught to think critically, to be curious, to hold space for the challenges of today while planning for the possibilities of tomorrow. And so many of you may be thinking, is it enough to just acknowledge the land that we are on? Is there not danger in offering statements as gestures without corresponding action? And I think the answer is yes. But as I look in front of me at the rows of graduates preparing to enter the field, I feel hope that after today, there are 97 more social work practitioners ready to honor tribal sovereignty, who have the skills required to advance human rights, promote the well-being of individuals, families, and communities within Montana, the United States, and across the globe. In this increasingly uncertain time, with daily assaults on human rights and dignity, you graduates give us a sense of hope for the future, and we could not be more honored to be celebrating you today. Your journey to this moment has been full of ups and downs, of deep learning and joy, and accompanying you on this journey has been family, both blood and chosen family, friends, loved ones, colleagues who've provided you with support. To you, incredible supports, we want to thank you. Thank you for the late night meals you may have made, the childcare you provided, the understanding when they couldn't be as present as you would like because they had just one more page to write. The interest in what they do, the commitment to seeing them through, thank you for sharing them with us. Graduates, let's give a round of applause for all of those in the audience here to support you. Your journey has also been guided by our faculty. These instructors have nurtured your learning, challenged and supported you. Our skilled faculty hold expertise in a variety of practice contexts, bring that expertise and their research interests into the classroom. And so I want to briefly introduce my colleagues. Assistant Professor Hannah Knipp. Clinical Associate Professor Logan Cook. Clinical Associate Professor Deanna Cooper. Clinical Associate Professor Amanda Cahill. Clinical Assistant Professor Sarah Fielding. Clinical Assistant Professor Laura Gay. Associate Professor and Co-Chair of the School of Social Work, Sarah Reese. Assistant Professor Carew. Associate Professor Jen Malloy. Clinical Associate Professor Katie Karras. And Associate Professor Jessica Liddell. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the faculty speaker today, Professor Carew. Dr. Carew has been an educator for over 21 years. Using indigenous methodologies, her area of research seeks to understand sense of place or one's connection to people, land, ancestry, culture, and experiences. In addition to her impressive professional credentials, Dr. Carew is also an incredibly caring and genuine person with a deep commitment commitment to the values of this profession. She was chosen by the graduating class of students to speak today. Please help me welcome Professor Carew.
Thank you, and thank you for this invitation to speak to you all. Whew, this is full. This is a full house. So again, good afternoon, graduates, respected elders, faculty, families, and honored guests. It is with really a humble heart that I stand before you today. I offer greetings in the spirit of our ancestors, and I acknowledge the land that we are gathered on, this space at the University of Montana, with the indigenous people here. And in the Salish language, they're the Skelihu, or the people, Skelihu, or the people, the meat of the land, or the people of the land. And they were educated people passing on their knowledge to the young, coexisting with neighboring tribes, a collaborative and harmonious people living off the land in a sustainable way in harmony. And invariably, like us today, an imperfect people benefiting from the wisdom, example, and guidance of the responsible leaders. We have been given a roadmap for us to live and work in this same collaborative manner. So to the graduating class of 2025, to each of you receiving your bachelor's or master's degree in social work, I really honor the path you walked to achieve this academic goal. You have walked a path of service guided by purpose and rooted in compassion. And you have done so not only for yourself, but for your families, your communities, and the generations yet to come. In our native traditions, we are taught that everything we do should consider the impact of the next 7 generations. And that's no small responsibility. And yet, that is what social work asks of you, to be caretakers of those who are hurting now, but of the systems that either encourage one to thrive or to be left behind. Also know that you are here because of the 7 generations that have come before you, and that you have been supported by so many people along the way. So I would like for you to turn to a friend, to a family member, to a colleague, a partner, or someone in the audience who have supported you on your journey. Simply thank them with gratitude in your heart and with eyes filled with love. Okay, now you all are crying, so that's good. Social work is not just a profession, it's a calling. And for many of us, it is also a return to ways of healing and helping in ways that people have known long before there were degrees or credentials. Our grandmothers were social workers. Our grandfathers, our aunties, and our uncles were helpers. We know well-being, and we know emotional equilibrium, and we know how to support others, supporting others to find their personal agency so that their spirit becomes lifted. In the words of my good friend and Salish elder, Vic Charlo, find your strength, quote, and stand in the center of who you are. Stand in the center of who you are. And please take these words and fill your heart with them. And that perhaps this will give you the courage to stand up when things get really tough and speak up when something just really isn't right. Today, you carry that medicine forward in schools, in clinics, in recovery centers, in jails, in pre-release settings, and in hospitals. Your work in indigenous, rural, and urban settings with migrants, with those who are houseless in nursing homes and in other spaces, it makes a difference. Know that what you bring is not just academic knowledge. You bring a different kind of intelligence, one that listens before it speaks, that values relationships over transaction, and sees the sacred in each person. And you have the privilege of witnessing transformation and healing, and you sit in the presence of the sacred. You know that healing is not linear, that pain does not follow a schedule, and that systems are often built to serve power before they serve people. But you also know that change begins in small, steady, loving acts, and that justice isn't something we wait for, it's something that we practice. So as you walk across the stage, know this: your degree is a tool. Use it. Use it to advocate for the relative who can't speak up, for the youth who's lost in foster system, for the elder who's afraid to ask for help, for the person battling addiction who is more than their diagnosis. For every child who wonders if anyone sees them, let them know you see them. So I ask now the faculty to stand up and stand behind your chairs if you're willing and able. Thank you. So you'll be asked to be leaders in your community, and in a humble way challenge yourself and agree to step into those leadership roles. You have the potential to become our next instructor, a professor, a chair of the School of Social Work, or the dean of our School of Health. So these empty chairs, they await you. They're waiting for our next leader. That's you. You can return to the seats. So graduates, today we honor your achievement, but tomorrow we honor your responsibility. So walk in a good way, lead with humility, and when in doubt, remember who you are, where you come from, and why you are here. So congratulations, class of 2025. We believe in you. Our ancestors smile upon you, and our future is brighter because of you. Shehoy.
As we celebrate the achievements of our graduates today, it's my privilege to introduce two Bachelor of Social Work students who have distinguished themselves amongst their peers for their commitment to social justice, their leadership in the classroom and their respective communities, and for embodying the values and principles central to the social work profession. Our first student speaker is a graduate of our 2+2 program. At the heart of the Distance program is a recognition that there are individuals across the state who are deeply rooted in their home communities, already serving as leaders, helpers, organizers, and advocates. This year, the Distance program celebrates its largest graduating class of students, each now equipped with a social work education and prepared to build upon the work that so many of them have already begun. Bethany Bennett completed her practicum this past year at Logan Health in Conrad, Montana. She gained critical social work skills in engagement, assessment, intervention as she provided case management within our complex healthcare system. She honed her skills brokering services and networking with providers as she coordinated creative discharge plans, ensuring people received the care needed beyond the hospital walls. Bethany completed her practicum and coursework, all while balancing her role as a parent, something many of our students can relate to. And because Bethany wastes no time at all, on Monday she will start her work as a child protection specialist for Child and Family Services. So please join me in welcoming Bethany.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, fellow students, fellow graduates, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand here before you today as we celebrate this milestone in our lives. Today, we're gathering from different cities and states, both in person and online, to celebrate the accomplishment that bridges their life responsibilities, miles of distance. We celebrate the completion of years of hard work, personal growth, and resilience. As I look out at my fellow distance learners, I am in awe. We have accomplished so much, and we stand on the precipice of a wonderful new chapter of our lives. When we began this journey, we were told that it would be hard. Balancing work, family, personal lives, all while trying to absorb every lecture, every group discussion, every chapter of every book. And here we are. We've made it through all the long nights, the endless assignments, the midnight questions of, how am I ever going to get this done? If we're being honest, they were right. This journey was anything but easy. We did it. We made it. We're the ones who logged in between our work shifts, during nap times, after bedtime stories, or in the quiet moments between our chaos and our calm. We wrote papers on lunch breaks, joined discussions from kitchen tables, and absorbed every lecture from headphones while folding laundry or commuting. All while chanting in our heads, I'm sure, 12-point font, double-spaced, APA format. We adapted, we hustled, we showed up again and again, no matter the cost, sleep deprivation, or lack of internet connection. We came together and found a way to finish well, to engage through the miles that separated us, and found a way to forge community through our screens. We didn't have the luxury of hallway conversations or impromptu study groups. We had to build connection through our screens and silence, through group chats and virtual office hours. We pushed forward through the frustration of video platforms not working, and even changes to video platforms and learning platforms in the last year. But what we lacked in physical presence, we made up for in persistence, heart, and resilience. Being a distance learner meant juggling many responsibilities, working independently and sometimes feeling like we were taking on way more than we could ever handle. But we also knew that as social workers, we would be dealing with society's most complex issues. Distance, both physical and emotional, is something that many of our clients will face, and our personal experience has given us the unique perspective and capacity for empathy that will allow us to connect in a more personal way with those that we will be working with. Our unique experience has taught us that social work is truly about connection, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. We learned to listen and often read with intent. We learned to speak or to type with intention and clarity. These lessons that we learned in the classrooms of our homes are lessons that we will use in the field, where we will continue to be isolated and spread across the vast distance that is Montana. This decision to pursue a degree in social work was never about just the letters or title behind our name. It was and is a calling, a commitment to equity, to healing, to being the voice when others cannot speak, and the hand that reaches out when others are falling. That calling brought each of us here, and that same calling will carry us forward. As we enter into this world as social works, I'm unsure of what the future holds for us. We might remember the dedication and persistence and determination that distance learning taught us. We must continue to move forward, never giving up. As Jane Addams said, nothing could be worse than the fear of the one that has given up too soon and left one unexpected effort that might have changed the world. To my fellow graduates, ours is a testament to perseverance, determination. We did not give up too soon. We proved that distance does not define us. We showed that we are committed to the work and what truly matters, supporting others, making an impact, and creating positive change. May we enter into this new chapter with renewed energy and determination to serve and advocate for those who need it most. to our family and friends, the ones that watched the kids, cooked the meals, so many meals, offered words of encouragement, or just simply believed in us on the days when we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you. Thank you for being our steady rocks throughout this journey, for your belief in us, and for your love and patience. We could not have done this without you. To our professors and mentors, you modeled compassion and integrity and the very principles that we strive to uphold in this field. You challenged us to dig deeper, to think critically, to lead with empathy. Thank you for your unwavering guidance and support and understanding. As we close this chapter, let us remember we are leaving here as change makers, advocates, social workers, and maybe most importantly, proof that education, connection, and transformation can transcend barriers. It's time to go out there and do the work, because the world needs people like us, social workers who are grounded, determined, and deeply human. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bethany. Missoula and surrounding communities benefit from a high concentration of social work students completing their degrees in our campus-based program. It seems only fair to say that this place here in Western Montana is stronger because of the contributions that they have made. Their compassionate service and relentless pursuit of social justice have made an impact that will be evident for years to come. I'd like to introduce Erin Heaton, selected by their peers to speak today. Erin is the recipient of the President's Outstanding Student Award and recognition of their academic performance and contributions to social work. Erin focused much of their education on dissecting systemic inequities and social structures that influence every bit of how people experience the world around them. Erin put this on display recently at the Undergraduate Research Conference, where they won another award for their research on the exodus of LGBTQ+ people from Montana. Please welcome Erin to the stage.
Good evening, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. It is such an honor and truly a privilege to be standing here today. Today, we stand at the edge of a moment that we have worked so hard for, a moment we dreamt about, wished for, agonized over, cried about, and then ultimately pushed through for. And we are finally here. We are officially graduates of the University of Montana School of Social Work, prepared and proud to enter the world as actual, real-life social workers. Let's take a moment to reflect on what that means. Choosing to become a social worker is a path grounded in service, not for applause, prestige, or profit, but because we believe in people. We believe in the strength of human connection, in the potential for transformation, and in the inherent worth of every person we meet. We believe that a more just world is possible and that we can build it together. In a world that often puts profit over people, that allows people to only look out for themselves, we have chosen empathy over hate. We have chosen caring over apathy. We've decided to welcome people in instead of pushing them out. We've decided to have the hard conversations, and we have chosen to look deep within ourselves and embrace discomfort. That is powerful, and it matters. We've sat in classrooms, virtual or in person, examining theories, discussing systemic injustice, and exploring what it truly means to be trauma-informed, anti-oppressive, culturally humble, and strengths-based. But let's be honest, our real education came in the messiness, in the home visits, in the after-school childcare, in the group facilitations, in the exhausted late-night assignments, in the essays that truly did seem life-ruining, in the stories that clients trusted us to hold, and in the forces of harm that we stood up to. We have learned that social work is not about having all of the answers. It's about showing up, listening without judgment. It's about having the courage to care and sitting in silence when words aren't enough. I want to acknowledge that this is a scary, uncertain time. We are entering the workforce not knowing what the landscape of social work and social service will look like. We're watching as the things that we care deeply about, that we hold close to our heart and that we have worked for, get stripped or eliminated. We're watching ourselves and our client systems be targeted. It's a really hard time. But despite this, we cannot and we will not lose hope. There is still so much love and joy in this world, and there is still so much to fight for. This is a time to double down on our values. This is the time to be loudly and proudly anti-racist. This is the time to stand up, speak out, and fight back. This is a time when we need to welcome people in, embrace each other, radically care for each other, and build up our communities. This is the time when we have to remind ourselves why we wanted to be social workers in the first place. I seriously doubt that anyone here was expecting social work to be easy. I'm sure we've all experienced that really odd feeling when you tell someone you're a social worker and they go, oh, or good for you, I could never do that. We knew this was going to be a windy, tumultuous path, but we chose it anyway. Being a social worker is more than just a job. It's a part of us. We cannot turn off the value set that brought us here in the first place, and we can't stop caring. It's who we are. Even though right now is scary, even though we don't know what to expect, the work is still going to get done. We will not give up. If anything, we're returning to the core of social work, changing systems and creating networks of mutual compassion. Social workers are adaptable. We can take this moment for what it is and keep pushing. Finding new ways of being, thinking, and doing is not new for us. It's a part of the profession, and it's a part of who we are. We will hold space and sit with our grieving clients. We will still organize and uplift our communities. We will take care of ourselves and each other, and we will not let them break us. We will rest when we need to. We will let ourselves feel the weight of every single emotion we need to. We will laugh, we will cry, we will dance, and we will grieve. And most importantly, we will persevere and keep showing up. This is what we've done the last 4 years already. Persevere and achieve. We've laid the foundation and we already have what it takes. Everything we need is already with us. Compassion, authenticity, grit, flexibility. We have the tools. When times get hard like they are now, we will be okay because we have what we need to flourish. To our professors and mentors, thank you for believing in us and challenging us. Thank you to the family, friends, partners, roommates, and community members who have shown up to support their loved one, not just today, but every day. And to my fellow graduates, we may not fix every broken system, but we can help change lives, one family, one community at a time. And we can still keep caring and loving no matter what. As we leave here today, degrees in hand, I hope we carry forward the heart of this profession, the courage to care, the resilience to keep going, and the belief that justice is always worth fighting for. Congratulations, class of 2025. Take a break, rest, and keep showing up.
Thank you, Erin. Graduates, As you step into the next stage of your social work career, remember that the work ahead will be both rewarding and challenging. You'll be called upon to respond to complex social issues impacting our shared world. Know that you are equipped with the tools to make a difference. Take pride in what you've accomplished and let it always remind you of what is possible. Individually, I know each of you to be change makers. But as a collective of professional social workers, I know you to be an unstoppable force. Before the formal charge this afternoon, I'd like to recognize the different experiences of our BSW graduates here today. So as you are willing and able BSW graduates, please stand if you are a first-generation college student, college graduate. Please stand if you are a parent. Please stand if you are graduating with honors today. Please stand if you worked while going to school. Please stand if you're ready to graduate today. If you're not already standing, BSW graduates, I would like to invite you to stand. You've met the requirements set forth by the University of Montana and by the School of Social Work for graduation. On behalf of the University of Montana, the College of Health, and the School of Social Work, we wish to confer on you, the class of 2025, the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. This degree is well-earned, given as a sacred trust, a serious responsibility, a distinct privilege, a symbol of your professional calling, a sign of your competence and your commitment. We believe that you have within you the education, skills, compassion, and calling to do this work. Please come forward to receive your diploma, the formal acknowledgement of your accomplishment from the faculty. Erin Heaton will lead their class across the stage in recognition of the President's Outstanding Student Award. Erin, I'm going to have you turn left, go up, come down, stage right. This is the improv portion of the event. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Should I wait for everybody to come? Get up on the line? Start, go ahead, start. Is this on? Erin Heaton. Erin did their practicum for the UM Department of Equity, Empowerment, and Prevention. And what's next? Slang.
Marley Tofton. Marley completed practicum at Child and Family Services and will be working for Child and Family Services after graduation.
Bethany Bennett. Bethany did their practicum at Logan Health. And what's next? Child Protective Services.
Pamela Ann Gonzalez. She completed her practicum at St. Luke Community Healthcare and Extended Care Facility and plans to pursue an MBA or an MPA.
Taryn Morgan. Morgan did their practicum at CASA for Kids, Flathead County. What's next? Case manager at Yellowstone Boys and Girls Ranch.
Danelle Serchek completed their practicum at Clark Fork Valley Hospital, and what's next is a 6-week vacation to Alaska.
Virginia Schwab. Practicum was at Kootenai Healthcare, and next are amazing things.
Michelle Bright. Michelle completed their practicum at Aware in Helena, Montana, and plans to, lots of fans. And after graduation, will plan to continue to be a mom, work as a home support specialist, and plans to apply for licensure.
Brady Gleason. Brady did practicum at the Boys and Girls Club in Cascade County.
Leela Alice Freeman completed their practicum at Centralized Intake at Child and Family Services and plans to, and has been accepted to an MSW program. So that's what's next.
Darlena Gray did the practicum at Blackfeet Manpower.
Glenda Comes at Night. Glenda completed their practicum at Southern Pagan Health Center and will continue her work there after this graduation.
Lisa Amesback. Lisa did her practicum at Blackfeet 988 Tribal Response. What's next? Grad school.
Kimberly Adelblue completed their practicum at Child and Family Services in Billings and will plans to continue their education and pursue an LAC, a licensed addiction counselor.
Desiree L. Noyar, and did the practicum at United States Marshal Services, graduated summa cum laude, minor in international studies.
Journey Marie Johnson completed their practicum at Fort Belknap Social Services and plans to pursue a master's degree in school counseling after graduation.
Michelle Cooley. Michelle did her practicum for youth homes.
Audrey Berman. Audrey completed their practicum at Missoula Parks and Recreation and will be attending the Advanced Standing MSW program after graduation.
Elizabeth Ellie Myers. Ellie did her practicum at Trotting Horse Therapeutic Riding, and she'll be working at Watson Shelter.
Melody Irvine. Melody completed their practicum at Climate Smart Missoula and plans to finish their second degree in the fall.
MJ Bruno did the practicum at the Peace Project and will be doing MSW next.
Kendra Herden. Kendra completed their practicum at Youth Homes and will pursue an advanced standing degree at Carew College after graduation.
Sophie Trojan. She'll be doing her practicum, or she did her practicum at Catalyst and will be continuing on to get her MSW.
Giselle Biabandi. Giselle completed their practicum at Soft Landing, Missoula.
Talia Burke. Talia did her practicum at the International Rescue Committee, and she'll be working to find housing and employment for veterans for Volunteers of America.
Madison Jarrell. Madison completed their practicum at Montana 10 and is planning to pursue her master's at the University of Montana.
Amelia Crepa. Did her practicum at the Open Aid Alliance. And what's next? She's going to China for the summer and an online MSW degree after.
Phoenix Sands. Phoenix completed their practicum at Montana 10 and plans to get a few years of work experience before pursuing a master's degree.
Ashley Tinninger. She did her practicum with Missoula Public Health for underage substance use prevention, and she's currently working for Youth Homes as a transitional living specialist.
Elizabeth Schamberg. Elizabeth completed their practicum at Stepping Stones Behavioral Health Services and plans to continue working at Stepping Stones as a peer support specialist, then a licensed addictions counselor.
Eric Hall. Eric did his practicum at the Brain Injury Alliance, and what's next is grad school.
Amanda Peters. Amanda completed practicum at Lean In Recovery Center and plans to pursue a licensed addiction counselor and an LCSW.
Emma Pizkolich. She did her practicum at Empower, Montana, and she's going to be a case manager at Mountain Home, Montana.
Whitney Weber. Whitney completed practicum at Tom Roy Youth Guidance Home. And I don't have anything written, sorry.
Cleo Whittington. Cleo did her practicum at USM Bare Necessities, and what's next is she's going to be getting a master's degree in public health at the University of Limerick, which is in Ireland.
I'm honored to present the BSW class of 2025 graduates. You may move your tassel from the left to the right side.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the MSW Student Speaker, Hailey Michelson. Hailey was chosen by her fellow students to speak today. When I asked colleagues, what are some words to describe Hailey, something that came up was that she was a deep connector of her colleagues, and so no surprise that you were chosen to speak today. Hailey, come on up.
know, it will go here. Thank you. Thank you. We'll have a signal if I need water. Wow, hi everybody. I think we should take a picture of all of you first, if that's okay, because you just look all so cute, so good. So, okay, graduates. Okay, legs straight. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, wow. Let me get my paper in order. Wow. I have so much gratitude to be up here, and thank you to my classmates for nominating me to represent you all today. Getting to do this journey with you has been a highlight of my life, and those of you who know me, I'm being honest, I'm not making that up. I've loved this experience. It's meant so much to me. So, I just want to thank all of the friends and families and loved ones here who are here to celebrate with us. I want to start out by sharing what makes all of these graduates so special and celebrate why we should be proud of them today. Now, this isn't going to feel like a TikTok video, but I am going to say, we're social workers, but it's not going to be like, we wear cardigans, or it's going to be like different, okay? Okay, we are social workers. We are rooted in justice. We believe in the dignity and worth of every person. We see people and their challenges not in isolation, but in the larger context of their environment. We know the importance of learning the full and honest history of the individuals, communities, and nations that we serve. We hold space for complexity, believing in all people's ability to change, shift, and grow. We challenge systems while holding compassion for the people within them. You'll find us everywhere. In therapy offices, schools, hospitals, state capitals, and beyond, beyond, beyond. We see possibilities where others see limitations. This year we talked about the concept of critical hope, which is this idea that we look around and see things clearly. We understand the oppression that folks are experiencing, the harms that are happening. We have our feet on the ground, we're aware, but we're also dreaming and visioning and imagining something different. We're imagining a freer, more just, more beautiful future for all. I see this in you all, whether it is Marit's gentle soul. I just know we're in good hands, you guys. Or Shannon's, where are you, Shannon? Hi, friend. Whether it is your just deep knowing and understanding of like weird, difficult systems and policies. You're just a smarty. And it's gonna be, yeah, I feel good knowing you're out there. Or Kalia, who's gonna be helping people heal from trauma while playing in the dirt with their worms and gardening. We're in good hands, okay? All right, so as those before me have said, it's kind of a weird, interesting time right now. Maybe it's just me, I doubt it. I've had moments of fear bordering on despair this past year. I've also had moments of joy and vision. And what I want to say is to allow those moments of doubt. They act as a fertilizer and they catalyze movement and courage. And friends, just please remember and never forget that acts of courage, no matter the size, are contagious. So with that, as Janet Finn would say, a good paper is a done paper, and a good speech is a done speech. So I'm so glad to be here with you all. Congratulations.
tough to follow. Hi, I'm Amanda Cahill. I'm the MSW Director, and I'm here to give the charge to the MSW Graduates of 2025. You have met the requirements set forth by the University of Montana by the School of Social Work for graduation. On behalf of the College of Health, and our school, we wish to confer on you, the class of 2025, the degree of Master of Social Work. This degree is well-earned, a sacred trust, a serious responsibility, a distinct privilege, a symbol of your professional calling, and a sign of your competence and your commitment. We believe that you have within you the education, skills, compassion, and calling to do this work. In a moment, you will receive your diploma, the formal acknowledgement of your accomplishment from the faculty. We ask that you take a moment to reflect on your challenging intellectual and emotional journey. You've demonstrated the power of solidarity, support, and love in this process. You've created a very dynamic group and community within yourselves. You all took the time to learn from each other and from your instructors from all walks of life. We want to honor your sacrifices, your missed occasions, your late nights on papers, and most of all, your continued commitment to a profession that, by its very nature, seeks to make the world a better place. You should think of your accomplishment today as extraordinary. Our charge to you is to keep embodying the extraordinary. That when you are faced with challenges that this career brings, that you will do the extra. That you will critically reflect always about the ways in which history, privilege, and place influence the people and communities you serve. That you take the extra conscious step of aligning your professional and personal values and ethics, and the extra step to push to hold people in unwavering and consistent positive regard. At the end of the day, we will each have a story to tell. Make yours extraordinary. I invite you to come forward and let us congratulate you.
Turn on. Hailey Michelson. Hailey completed her practicum at Curry Health Center.
Kinley Pope. Kinley did her practicum at the Friends of the Children.
Megan Intermill. Megan completed their practicum at Talbot Home for Girls.
Peter Joseph Donaldson. Peter did his practicum at Trio Student Support Services for the University of Montana.
Jess Cum. Ann Letty. Jess completed their practicum at CIT, Riverwalk Receiving Center and Recovery Center in Missoula.
Nani Renee Stewart. Nani did her practicum for Partners in Home Care, and then she'll be working to become an LCSW.
Susan McLean. Susan completed their practicum at UM Wellbeing as a UM Wellbeing support coach and is planning to will be working at Moving Mountains Therapy Center and Rehabilitation Therapy.
Sarah Christina Stenthes Matthias. Sarah did her practicum at the Wilson Day School Therapeutic Academic Program.
Anna Siderius. Anna completed their practicum at Fairmont Egan School.
Sheena Ray Gibson. Sheena did her practicum at the Cascade Academy.
Lisa Hansen. Lisa completed their practicum at Blaine County School District.
Whitney Pratt. Whitney did her practicum for the Land to Hand, Montana.
Virginia Harris. Virginia completed their practicum at Missoula Public Library.
Taylor Green. Taylor did her practicum at the Providence Neurology Specialist Clinic, and she did say she's going to go mountain biking.
Alexandra Oman. Alexandra completed their practicum at Adolescent Partial Hospitalization Program.
Jill Lombardi. Jill did her practicum for the Youth Crisis Diversion Project.
Sage Camps. Sage completed their practicum at the Missoula Food Bank and plans to pursue licensure.
Emily J. Thaxton. Emily did her practicum at the Community Medical Center.
Eileen Lowry Lamble. Eileen completed their practicum at Partnership Health Center.
Marit Olson. Marit did her practicum at First Step Resource Center.
Shannon Tanner. Shannon completed their practicum at Crime Victim Advocate and after graduation plans to get a job.
Hannah Zuroff. Hannah did her practicum at the Domestic Abuse Prevention Services, and what's next, will be working at Red Cross, a doctorate, and continue doing research.
Terrence Shelley. Terrence completed their practicums at CIT and the VAST program with the Montana Safe Schools Center, and after graduation plans to spend time in nature.
Beth Krieger. Beth did her practicum at the Providence, the NBMI unit.
Olivia Autumn Kern. Olivia completed their practicum at Curry Counseling Center.
Heather Lynn Greer. She did her practicum for youth homes in the Dan Fox Family Care Program, and she'll be continuing to stay there.
Keena Goldsby. Keena completed their practicum at Missoula County Community Justice Department.
Kate Maher. Got it. Kate was at the YWCA and to be determined.
Kalia Ivy. Kalia completed their practicum at Curry Health Center.
Yes. Kate Sholey. Kate was at the university for practicum and crosswinds. You're going to announce her?
Yes, and now we'll welcome our first cohort of advanced standing MSW students. Josephine Lang. Josephine completed their practicum at Youth Homes.
Carly Byrne. Carly did her practicum at SARC, and Carly will be starting as a CSCT therapist at Medicine Crow Middle School in June.
Ariel Clark. Ariel completed their practicum at Watson's Children's Shelter, and after graduation, plans to continue to work with children and families.
Rachel Devereaux. Rachel did her practicum for the YWCA in Helena, and she'll be staying at the YWCA.
Angel Charlo Hughes. Angel completed their practicum at Watson Children's Shelter, where they will continue their employment after graduation.
Aubrey Henderson. Aubrey did her practicum for the Chippewa Cree Social Services.
So we end today, I want to leave you with one final thought as you enter the profession, as you accompany clients in the struggle for social justice, and as you work within challenging systems, you may find yourself at the intersection of hope and anguish. And this is where Hailey and I should have swapped notes. But good brains think alike. Our wish for you in this moment between the intersection of hope and anguish is that you choose critical hope. Critical hope is not just any kind of hope, as Hailey introduced for us. Critical hope reflects the ability to realistically assess our environment through a lens of equity and justice while also envisioning the possibility of a better future. We hope that as you enter the field, you maintain a relentless practice of critical hope and remember that you are not alone in this work towards social justice. As stated by Margaret Mead, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Congratulations, graduates. We stand in solidarity with you as you go out and change the world. That concludes our ceremony. We'll have our graduates process out, followed by family, friends, loved ones. BSW program. We'll have a reception here. MSW students, you know where to go.